Hey guys, so this is the last recording session of the night. I'm hoping this one will be around 15 minutes tops or something like that. Maybe even faster if we beat it. But this is the last recording session of the night. It's the 10th as of right now, and I'm just fucking exhausted. I gotta edit these very quickly so that they'll go out to you guys. And this is fucking probably next week after, because the first episode's going up on the 11th, so this will probably be either a Friday? Or no, not a Friday. Either a... God damn it, I don't fucking know what days this is gonna go up. This will either be a Thursday or a Friday that this episode goes up. I want to say Friday. It proves to you how well I know the upload schedule. But I don't know. I don't know where I was gonna go with that statement, but yeah, I'm exhausted though, needless to say. These past few days have been absolutely bonkers. I've been making business calls, I've been trying to do some stuff. Long story short, there might be some stuff coming to you guys in the next few weeks. Be excited for that. All I can say right now is you can wear it when it's warm. Or not wear it when it's warm, you can wear it whenever the fuck you want. Merchandise is what I was going to fucking say. I'm gonna be trying to make some new merchandise, whether they be individual pieces or whether they be shit like the heads or whatever. I've got some ideas, and I want to see if I can get them made and see if I can get them created and things of that nature, but I've got some ideas that I'm gonna try and talk to some people about and see what we can do to, figure it out. But essentially, merchandise will be coming out. I've got some ideas. Hopefully it'll be in time for, the holidays. That's what I'm hoping anyway. If I can figure this shit out, it'll be in time for the holidays. Which you guys are probably fucking thinking, Michael, it is the holidays. And meanwhile, I'm thinking, I need to get it out. But it's true. I need to get this stuff out. I've got some ideas. I have some people I've been talking to. I have some companies I've been talking to about some stuff. Shh, I can't say anything. I don't know if those things are happening or not, but I'm hoping they will. But yeah, basically I've been working to try and get you guys some interesting stuff and hopefully make you guys happy. I don't know, would you guys buy merchandise? I think some of you would. I've been told that you guys would buy merchandise. Hell, I saw a person, or I didn't see a person at the convention with it because I would have taken a picture, but I met a fan, oh well, it's fine. I met a fan at Indy PopCon who apparently has a Michael McChill t-shirt, and I think that's so fucking cool to, be able to be yeah, I'm on your body. No, but, somebody told me they had a Michael McChill t-shirt, and I was like, what the fuck, are you serious? And they're like, yeah, and I was so happy about it. Yeah, it was super fucking cool and interesting. Man, now I'm thinking about Indy PopCon again. I love Indy PopCon. Man, Indy PopCon was such a cool experience that I cannot wait to do again. And I hope anybody that went or watched the video that we made for that, there was 15 more videos that we produced that we just didn't release due to complications, or 15 potential videos that I saw anyway. But we just didn't produce them, just because there was a lot of shit that went wrong. We interviewed RS Glory and Gold. If you guys don't know who he is, he's the dude that Keemstar exposed as a fucking pedophile, who wasn't, Keemstar's gotten better about his shit, but that's another fucking topic for another day. But he's the dude that Keemstar exposed as a pedophile, but it wasn't. It was a fucking dude who just happened to be playing RuneScape and being an old guy and fucking recording. But he was the nicest person in the entire world. I talked to him. He talked about it on his stream one time. Very, very, very nice dude. Dude has I think 200,000 fucking followers on Twitch now or some crazy shit like that. But, like, you know, very nice dude, very humble, very great guy. We did an interview with him. we did this convention trolling stuff that I'd been wanting to do for a while, where we went up to people who were in cosplays, and we acted like their costumes were other people. so we'd go up to like a Harley Quinn, and we'd be like, "Oh shit, you're Deadpool," and they'd be like, "Ha ha ha ha, no, I'm Harley Quinn," and I'd be like, "Oh, that's such a Deadpool thing to say," like, you know, like, just based off of the colors, you know. And then we saw a dude dressed up like Pink Guy, and he fucking faked a seizure for the video. It was fucking crazy. Like, we had all of these crazy fucking videos that we recorded. I was also super happy to fucking meet, like, fans and make new, like subscribers. Like, I've gotten messages on Twitter, and I've gotten messages on fucking, you know, like, these various social medias that like, people saw us at Indy PopCon, and they were fucking, like, fans of us and shit like that. I signed, like, 2 or 3 autographs. It was fucking cool. I signed autographs, I took pictures with people. I was walking around, around like one of the convention floors by myself for a little while, and a kid fucking came up and was like, "Oh shit!" They recognized me. They recognized me because I did the panel, but they remembered who I was because they had heard my name before, and I was like, "That's fucking awesome!" Like, I don't know. The internet's a very small place. Somebody told me that they. Told me that they came out to the convention specifically for me, and I thought, or not me, but the special bar as a unit. But they were like, "Oh yeah, like we love your guys' stuff," and we were already looking at Indy PopCon, but we just decided that we weren't gonna go, and then you guys announced that you guys were gonna be there, and you know, and we just had to be there, and I was like, "That's fucking great!" Like, I was so happy to hear that. I was just kind of like, "Oh my god, like, we have that much fucking power in terms of like, or not power, that sounds facetious, but you know, like, influence, I guess." And I was just so fucking happy with that. Like, I did like a kind of like a question at the end of our show, and I asked everybody like, "Hey," oh my god, I almost died there. I asked everybody like, "Hey, like, what were your thoughts, and would you ever watch this again?" And people were literally like, if it's here next year, I'm coming back. And I was so fucking happy. I was like, "Oh my god, are you serious?" Like, and people were like, serious. They like actually fucking loved it. Like, I don't know. It was such a fun experience to be able to do that, and I would literally do it again. I lost over $1,300 doing that. I wasn't paid to be there or anything like that. It was something that I wanted to do, and I reached out to them, and they had talked to me, and, you know, we had a conversation about it. We had a conversation about it, and it was just like, yeah, let's fucking do this. And, you know, we planned it out. I created the assets. I sent them over, shit like that. Apparently we were mentioned in a newspaper, which I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not, but somebody told me that we were. I still have the fucking booklet. I still have the booklet that says the special bar in it, the convention handbook guide thing or whatever the fuck. That was the coolest shit. I still have my lanyard with the name on it. You know, there was a lot of cool shit. Like, it was one of the neatest things in the entire fucking world. I was walking around one of the convention floors, and it was after. Actually, I think it was the second day. Yeah, it was the second day. I was walking around one of the convention floors by myself, buying something again. Or not buying something. It was on the way to get G Fuel. That's what it was. They were selling G Fuel. At the convention, and if you bought one of their little bottles for like $4, you could fill it up the entire fucking convention, and it was ridiculous because it was like, "Oh my god, are you serious?" Like, and as somebody that's recording and carrying shit and walking around and entertaining people and making contacts, you need something, you know, like you need that extra fucking boost. So I bought it, you know. But on the way back to, you know, I think it was on the way there or on the way back. Maybe I was at the fucking G Fuel thing. Somebody came up and they were like, hey, didn't you have a panel yesterday? And I was like, yeah, I did. Why? He's like, oh, I fucking watched it on YouTube. And because we uploaded that shit the day it happened. I wanted to do it live, but there was literally fucking no way we could. And I wanted to do it live on YouTube. But there's literally, essentially, my plan was to do Mario Maker, but then do fan-submitted levels based on Twitch. That was the fucking plan. Twitch or... Fuck me. Twitch or YouTube... Yeah, that's not fucking happening. Twitch or YouTube gaming. Fuck. If I can just fucking get up there, I don't think I can. Nope, I definitely can't now. But we were gonna do fan-submitted levels on Twitch or YouTube gaming during the thing, but I got there and I was setting up the fucking console of Mario Maker, and the fucking lady at the fucking convention looks at me and I'm like, hey, where's the Wi-Fi code? Like what's the Wi-Fi code and all that shit? She's like, yeah, we don't have Wi-Fi. And I was like, what? And they were like, yeah, well, apparently we don't have Wi-Fi because, like, it's a citywide Wi-Fi thing, and there were so many people at Indy PopCon last year that it fucking, like, throttled the bandwidth, and fucking, like, the rest of Indy was fucking pipelined out of it, and they couldn't fucking use their... They were on the outside of the pipeline, basically, to where they couldn't really use the internet on the citywide Wi-Fi. And I was like, that's fucking hilarious, but I need internet. Like, I was just like, please, like, I need this, because I wanted to do a last-minute announcement on my channel, and they were like, yeah, no, sorry. And that's why we didn't make an announcement beforehand, because I was told there'd be Wi-Fi. But we didn't make the announcement beforehand because literally every fucking thing was the most fucked up situation in the entire world. We were facing the audience, but we were looking at a screen that was behind us the entire fucking time. So we were facing them, like, technically, but, like, we couldn't really interact with the audience, and that fucking sucked. Like, I hated that. Like, next year if I do that, I'm getting a way to split the fucking connection and having a projector and a fucking screen. Like that was like, having a projector and a TV in front of us is what I mean. But, like, that was the most fucked up shit. Like, I felt so bad to the audience because I was like, I don't know if I'm being entertaining. I want to see their faces, but I can't see their faces because I have to look at the fucking game. Like, that, and that's one of the other reasons me and Jaden kept switching off, I think. Because essentially we gave controllers to the audience, and the audience played with us. And that was such a fucking fun idea. I was so happy we thought of that. Because most people, whenever they're playing games at a convention, everybody watches the people on stage playing a game. But to me, it felt more like a comedy show than it did fucking watching somebody play a game. Because usually a comedian is the one getting heckled, you know? And we were definitely getting heckled. We were being like, people were like, oh, you fucking suck. Oh, come on, you suck at Mario Kart. Meanwhile, it was my first time ever playing 8. But, you know, like, people were like, oh, you fucking suck at Mario Kart. And I'm like, fuck you. Like, I've never fucking played it before. Then they get the fucking controller, and I'm like, yeah, you fucking suck dick too. Shut up. Like, so it was so fun because, like, you know, usually the crowd heckles the fucking comedian. Meanwhile, we had a reason to heckle the audience, and it wasn't because they were heckling us. Like, it was something interesting, and, you know, a comedy club literally fucking emailed me after the fucking video went up. Someone was like, hey, somebody linked me this, and you guys would be fucking hilarious at a comedy club. And I was like, I'll keep that in mind. I don't think we'll do it right now, but, you know, that'd be interesting and that'd be fun. Like, and it was just something that was very fucking weird and very funny, and I was very happy to hear, because, like, you know, that's always been another dream of mine, kind of, to do comedy, like actual comedy. But it's very weird. I've had a lot of passions through the years. I made machinimas, I made these weird music videos on a game, I wanted to make movies for the longest time, I still do want to make movies, I make music, I write poetry, I draw, I used to animate a little bit, nothing major, but I used to. Like, you know, I had a lot of passions, and I think it was because I made them. I made these passions, and it was more so a thing of like, people used to be like, "Oh, you can't do that," and I'd be like, "Yeah, I can. Watch me." Like, you know, like I used to get challenged all the time. I literally like, I fucking loved Eminem whenever I was a kid, and one of my buddies, they heard me rapping in the car, and they were just like, "You can't rap. Shut up." And I was like, the fuck? Like, I was like, "Fuck you. Yeah, I can." And he's like, "No, you can't." And I want to say this is like, I was in his car. He was a little bit older than me. But he's like, "You can't rap." And I want to say I was like 15, and he was like maybe 17 or something like that. But I was like, "Fuck you, yeah, I can." And I recorded a fucking song. I went home and recorded a song, and uploaded it to SoundCloud and fucking sent it to him. And I was like, wow, I'm dying left and right now. I recorded it, put it on SoundCloud, and I was like, "Yeah, I can. Fucking watch me." and he fucking listened to it, and he's like, "Holy shit, you proved me wrong." And like, I always knew I wanted to rap, but like I always knew I wanted to perform through music, but I never knew to what extent. Comedy music always made me love it. Like Weird Al Yankovic, I can listen to his shit on repeat every fucking day because his shit is actually hilarious. But then you get people like Eminem or Michael Jackson, and I love their shit too. Fucking, you know, all of that music is fucking great. But like I had a lot of weird passions. Animating was one of them. Music video was one of them. Drawing was one of them. Making music in general was one of them. Let's playing is definitely one of them. Public speaking, comedy, voice acting. Like it's very interesting. I've had a lot of these weird roots in my life, where I did what I could with what I had, and you know, like my first thing with comedy, or not first thing with comedy, but my first public thing with comedy was Indy PopCon, and I was super happy that we did it because it opened a lot of fucking doors for us, or at least it opened a lot for me anyway. Well, no, it opened a lot of doors for the Special Bar. We had like 3 or 4 conventions that hit us up, and they were like, "Hey, do you guys want to come down here and do this?" And you know, we had some people that were very interested in our work. We had some people that were interested in some shit that we were doing. I was talking to a convention out in California, offered to give us free tickets to a convention. If they would have did airfare and hotels, I would have fucking did it. But like, we've also gained access to, and I sound facetious when I say this, but it's true, nearly any fucking convention we want to go to now, for free. I had the intent of going out to, what's it called? A Comic-Con out in California, and I emailed them because I was like, well, if I go out there, I want to do it for the Special Bar, and you know, while I won't fucking necessarily perform there, I'd love to still get videos, and I'd like to do my shit legally. Like, it's a public space, so technically I could say fuck you and just film, but it's one of those things where if I could, I'd rather do it legally. And I just asked, I was like, hey, you know, I may or may not be going to California, and if I do go down there, I will have my camera, and I will have my equipment, and I will have people that want to do this stuff. Can I have a few press passes? And they were like, yeah, that's fine, you know. But actually, they were like, well, what convention experience do you have? Because essentially what happens is, they look at your news source and they immediately think one of two things. Or rather, they look at your name before you looking at your news source. And then they'll be like, okay, well, what do you do? And I knew that I was going to get fucking weird fucking answers with the special bar. But essentially, I was just kind of like, your weird looks when I said the special bar, but I was just kind of like, I do video game reviews and let's plays with my friends on the internet, and we produce content, and this is what it is, and yada yada yada. And I mean, the dude was like, do you have any convention experience? And I was like, I mean, well, what do you mean? And he's like, do you have any convention experience? Like, have you ever been to a convention, and do you understand the community that we're having here? And I was like, oh yeah, comic conventions. Been to 2 or 3 of them. Did this. I've also did a panel at a convention. And immediately the guy was like, oh fuck, here you go. Like, no fucking hesitation. Like, literally, like 5 minutes later, oh yeah. You want tickets? How many did you want? I was like, maybe 2. And they were like, okay, if you need any more, just hit us up. And it was one of those things where it was like very interesting. But like, they had given us that and shit like that, and it was very interesting because I was just kind of like, oh, there's no strings attached. I just go there with a camera and I can film. They're like, oh yeah, and like, they didn't even necessarily need a fucking camera. I could have just posted it on a blog or something in relation to the special bar and been like, yeah, it was a good convention. Like, it's very weird. I saw people filming on GoPros for their YouTube channels that were press passes. I saw people filming for I want to say it was Fox, but I don't remember. I saw multiple news people at the convention. I saw multiple news people. I saw multiple, like, everything. I almost there was one time I was at a comic book convention in Indy. There was a news company there, and if you saw me in the background, and if you live in Indy, cool. But if you don't, I don't know if it's still up or whatever. But you could see me in the background, and I'm just making stupid faces. I'm just like looking at the camera like, yeah. Like, it was just being stupid. I was being stupid for stupid's sake. But I don't know, like, it's interesting. Like, the special bar's had a lot of opportunities over the years, and I'm glad we're finally taking them. A lot of them I can't really speak about, just because some of those opportunities are now, and I don't want to jinx anything and be like, you guys are getting this, but you're not now, So I'd rather be precautious. But it's interesting. It's very fucking interesting that as these years have gone by, and as we've made very weird decisions to stop making videos and come back, and continue making videos and stop making videos and come back, people still want to support us all the time, and I love it. Space Cats in Space, we were supposed to do something with them, but it fell flat just because I was kind of an asshole in the regards to, like, we were so fucking busy, and we had taken a break. This was during Indy PopCon. We had taken a break again right after Indy PopCon, and I was just so fucking, like, sad and shit that I just didn't want to do. And I'm saying sad because it was like, it was a bittersweet moment. It was something that I really wanted to do, but, like, I couldn't. It was literally something that I could not do. I was just like, I want to so bad, and they were like, okay, well, if you want to, you can. And, like, I was supposed to do something with Space Cats in Space. And they did a Kickstarter, and, sadly it didn't reach its funding. I think they're gonna do another one, though. Those motherfuckers are a great company. Shout out to them right now, Robotic Potato. They're an amazing fucking company of game devs who absolutely fucking care about their work 110%. And that's something so rare today in the gaming industry. Usually gaming industries are normally the people within the gaming industry are all about fucking money and who can produce the next sequel the fastest. But, like, Space Cats in Space are a great development, or rather, Robotic Potato is a great fucking development team. They have such a good fucking team. They have the nicest people that it's composed of. They're making a quality game, Space Cats in Space, and you know, like, they didn't reach their funding, but like they need to do it again, because I'm pretty sure that was their second fucking Kickstarter for that fucking thing. They didn't reach their funding, but they need to do it again, just because I know they believe in that project, and so do I. And next time the Kickstarter goes up, I will fucking donate to it. Or rather, we will donate to it, the Special Bar. But, like, you know, I want to do shit like that, and that was something that I was so sad that fell through. And it was because it fell through on my end. There was no fault of Robotic Potatoes on that. It was mine entirely. Just because I was so busy. But it's interesting because, like, we've had a lot of opportunities. Like, some people thought we were fucking hilarious. We met them. They were super nice. They were great people. You know, like, I met the Robotic Potato guys because I literally sat down and just played their game. And I think one of them asked, like, oh, what's the Special Bar? Because I was wearing the Special Bar t-shirt. And I was just like, oh, we do this. And they were like, oh, that's fucking great. Like, you know, and they saw the type of content we made, and they, like, tagged me and Jaden in a post. They were like, oh, the Special Bar loves Space Cats in Space. And I think I shared it back on Facebook and was just being, like, snarky as fuck. You know what? Time to shout out to fucking Facebook and shit. You guys need to fucking follow the Special Bar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, MySpace, Friendster, you know, just the normal shit. You guys need to follow us on all that shit. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All that shit's down in the comments section, or not the comment section, the fucking description. The Instagram has become more frequent than most of it. The Twitter is the most frequently used. I want to fucking make the Facebook one more recently used, or more used in general, but the Twitter one is where the Twitter one is where we suck brands' dicks that we like. I try to whore myself out a lot to what company is it? DiGiorno's. I fucking love the DiGiorno's branding, and like I just love fucking with them. Like, it's so great because, like, they're such great people. Like, I do it as a joke, clearly. But, like, I tweet at them all the fucking time, and I'm just kind of like, we love you. Will you be our girlfriend? And then they just send back, like, a half-assed, like, heart emoji. and then, like, one time I tweeted at them, like, where's our free pizza? And they just kind of, like, tweeted back or something like that, like, we don't know. Like, and I'm sitting here like, motherfucker, can't you see that we're trying to make opportunities with you? Like, and then one day, they tweeted out on National Pizza Day, or National Video, that's what it was National Video Game Day, and IGN was celebrating it. They tweeted out, like, oh man, IGN, wouldn't it be great if like Pizza Day and Video Game Day were on the same day, hashtag match made in heaven or some bullshit like that. And I tweeted back, no, it was, they asked them if they wanted to make that movement, and I I sent back a tweet. That was like, it was like, only if the Special Bar can join in too. Ha 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 ha. Or I said, what was it? Only if the Special Bar can join in too. Only if the Special Bar can join in too. What was it? Only now I remember it. Only if the Special Bar can join in too, we'd make a great Triforce of heroes. And, you know, I had a picture of Link holding up, instead of a Triforce, a slice of pizza. And and they were like, they just responded to it. They were like, LOL, or something like that, or it sounds good, or some shit like that. Like, another half-assed response. But I played stupid, and I was like, ha 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 ha, do you get it? And then fucking DiGiorno's responded like, we get it. Like, and that was like my proudest tweeting moment ever. Like, I've tried whoring out the special bar to fucking Pizza Hut. I tried getting Verizon and AT&T into a fight. I tried so much shit with the special bar and just trying to get like just trying to get like us weird promotions and shit, and it sounds like all about the money right now. I know it does, but it's so fucking fun to like mess with brands and then do really cool shit. And the reason I say like promote or sponsor or whatever the fuck is so we can do cool shit. Like, I wish I could fucking travel all the time to go and see like our subscribers and go to conventions and go to these various things. But like we just don't have the funds. Like, I live in Indiana. And fucking that trip to Indy PopCon cost me $1,450 some dollars. And I was like, I wanted to fucking shoot myself after that. I was like, I did not expect to spend that much money, but like I knew I had to because I wanted to fucking do something cool. And it's like, ultimately, some people would look at that trip as a fucking waste. They'd be like, man, you fucking wasted that much money. I mean, your numbers didn't go up. You didn't do anything. But I look at that as a fucking experience because I met fans. I signed autographs. I shook hands with people that I respected. I fucking had great conversations with people. I fucking met Ninja Brian from Ninja Sex Party and fucking Ninja Sex Party and fucking what's it called? Game Grumps. I fucking met Gerard the Completionist. I met fucking I want to say I met Nate Wants to Battle. I met I met a lot of people that I looked up to. I met fucking ironic enough, the voice of fucking Mario, Charles Martinet. Shook hands with him, had a very nice conversation with him. He was fucking hilarious. I recognized him. He was just walking around. Normally you have to wait in line for people like that, but he was just walking around, and I was having complications with a special bar thing, so I went and talked to the people that should handle that situation, and they were like, we'll try and figure this out for you. And I was like, all right, I appreciate that, And he just happened to be having a problem too, or leaving or something like that, and he just happened to be in the room. And I walked up to him and I was like, hi, like, this is probably not the perfect place to say this, but thank you for being in my childhood. And he looked at me, he's like, oh, whoa. It's like, oh my fucking god, you're awesome. Like, but oh damn, I died. Yeah, he was cool. We've had a lot of opportunities and shit. I'm rambling. I'm so sorry, guys. You guys are probably looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. But that's what happens whenever you let's play, and you're alone and you have no one to talk to. No, but yeah, hopefully you guys are liking this. I'm sucking ass, and I'm so sorry. These episodes have been long just because, like, I know they kind of got to be boring for you guys if one of the other members isn't there or whatever the fuck. So I'm just like, it's more content for you guys because you guys deserve it. I love you guys to death, and to me, putting out a fucking 30-minute video is nothing. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully the special bar can do some cool shit and pay attention in the next coming months or month. I would hope month. Because we might be making merchandise, we might be doing a bunch of stuff. Just pay attention, and yeah. But yeah, thank you guys very, very, very much, and thank you for all the opportunities you guys have given us. Love you. Bye.